Once, a photograph was an artifact of time, proof that something had been there, once and only once. But with digital reproduction, even this trace becomes data copied, edited, stripped of its evidentiary force. Roland Barthes described the photograph as that has been. But AI, generated images, now mimic the appearance of authenticity without any prior reality at all. The original is no longer a unique object. It's just another version in an endless stream. What matters isn't where the signal came from, but now we're asking it about trust. Neil Postman warned that when technology redefines language, the meaning shifts with it. And today's deepfakes make that warning literal. When a video can be convincingly faked down to the capillary movement in someone's face, what does real even mean? We no longer ask if something is true. We ask how likely it is to have been made by an algorithm rather than experienced by a human. Artificial imperfections now serve as status symbols in a world that mistakes authenticity for quality. Grainy filters, analog textures, and mightier humanization settings don't add function. They simulate the labor of human touch to satisfy our taste for the weathered. It's not about making things more real. It's about giving digital work the patina of history, so we'll believe in its soul. Walter Benjamin warned that reproduction would destroy a work's aura, its unique, unrepeatable quality. But now we add fake patina to digital copies so they might appear ancient and valuable. We're not just losing the original, we've lost our ability to recognize it, even when we hold one in hand.
The earliest computers were not merely machines of calculation, but mechanical visions of human thought. Charles Babbage's analytic engine introduced concepts like conditional branching that,
in the early days of computing, programmers didn't just build machines, they built personalities. The idea was that if a computer could mimic human thought patterns, it might feel less alien in our hands and minds. But this mimicry wasn't about efficiency or utility. It was an aesthetic choice, a kind of performance to make us comfortable with cold logic pretending to be warm intuitions. Sherry Turkle describes how early users saw their machines as extensions of themselves, not just tools, but companions. We began to believe the machine's voice when it was just a few lines of code, pretending to be a human. The graphical user interface didn't just simplify computing, it transformed our relationship with technology into something more intimate, something we could touch and trust without ever understanding what lay beneath. This shift blurred the boundary between intention and interpretation. If I click an icon shaped like a document, am I opening a file or performing a ritual? The illusion of familiarity became. This early mimicry set the stage for today's AI-generated content, not as a radical break from past deception, but as its fulfillment. The lie of authenticity was baked into the system long before neural networks could convincingly fake a human voice or generate convincing video. We trained machines to be familiar by asking them to resemble us. And now we find ourselves unable to distinguish between signal and shadow. Trust follows the performance rather than the truth. Fathers once claimed that a photograph is intractably itself. It cannot pretend to be anything other than what it captures. But AI images are the opposite. They have no origin, no trace of creation, and yet they replicate reality with such precision that we forget they're not real. We trust them because they look like originals, even though they aren't. This inversion creates a paradox. If authenticity is defined by how convincingly an artifact mimics originality, then the original becomes irrelevant. On top AI researchers suggesting even governments are beginning to grasp the implications of this shift. If originals no longer hold authority and replication is all that matters, then control becomes a matter of shaping what gets replicated and how it spreads. The state isn't trying to stop AI. They're trying to manage its consequences before they spiral beyond governance itself. In algorithmic culture, trust follows the signal, not the source. And if every signal can be faked but still function as necessary,